Okay everyone, so do you want to learn how I nearly 5x my revenue in a 12-month period? We're on to step 3. Now step 3 is so important. They're all important, but it's probably the most important section and where I see business owners going so wrong, right? All right, step 3, your goals. Like I say, everyone gets this wrong. Most people, and therefore nothing comes to fruition. Your rainbows and unicorns don't happen. Because at the end of the day, your goals are your rainbows and unicorns. But why do they not happen? Because people don't measure them, stay accountable, and put dates and times around them, right? But I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to walk you through some awesome tips and tricks to make sure you succeed your goals, right? Okay, so have you done a business plan with me? If you have not, go to my YouTube channel and do a business plan. Checking that you can see this. There you go on the screen. We'll also have a picture of it. Okay, in the business plan, step 1 to your goals is make it visual and measurable. So in our business plan with our clients, we get them, hopefully you can see this, we get them to draw where they are now, right? Where they are now, personally and for business, and where they, checking you can see that, where they are now and where they want to be in 5 years' time. Now this is key, this next bit, and I've actually never seen anyone else in their business plans suggest that clients do this. So I want you to break down year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. And then you need to put these goals here into when they are going to happen. So for example, this company wants 5 locations at year 5, right? In year 5, 5 locations. They've currently got 1. And they've decided in year 1 and year 2, they're still going to have 1. That's not when they're going to grow. But in year 3, they're going to have 2, and then year 4, they're going to have 3, and then they're going to have 5, right? If you're doing profits, break up how much profits you need each year. You need to stay accountable to this. And why does it need to be broken down into years? Because if you don't, you will kick the can down the road, right? You'll get to year 3 and you've probably done nothing because you didn't have these accountabilities in the earlier year, right? So it keeps you accountable, it keeps you focused. I get my clients to laminate this, right, after they've done it as well. Because having a visual reminder just motivates you, right? It does motivate you. And I know I'm going to talk about later, motivation comes and goes, but you want to try and stay as motivated as possible. And that's where the visual references help. Now, what I also say to clients, this is an optional thing. This is a compulsory, that's compulsory, this 5 years, broken into years. What I also say is an optional and, not an and or, an and or nothing. If you get a corkboard, right, and put your dreams on here. So if you're dreaming of going to Vanuatu on a luxury cruise ship, put that on here. If you're dreaming of a certain house, whatever it is, it just motivates you, right? When times are tough, it motivates you and reminds you of why you're doing what you're doing. Now, back in the day when I was younger, a lot of people, I actually didn't do this, but a lot of people, when they wanted to lose weight, teenagers, so we're talking quite in the olden days, people used to put on the fridge a photo of what they wanted to look like. So that's what the vision board actually helps you do. And also by laminating this, it reminds you of what you want, your rainbows and unicorns, right? So it's just the visual concept. So they'd put it on the fridge, a picture of what they wanted to look like. And that would, when they got to the fridge, taking out something that they shouldn't eat, they would stop and think and put it back. It's probably easier just not to buy the bad food, but you know. So that's where visual references really help you. It keeps you on task. It just is that reminder, okay? So step 1, make it visual. Step 2, which we've already covered, I'm just trying to find my pen. Step 2 is make it measurable, right? Otherwise you kick the can down the road. Your business plan just collects dust. Nothing comes to fruition. You do not get your rainbows and unicorns. Okay, the next thing in the business plan, well, actually at the end of the business plan, what we get you to do is we get you to fill out this. I'll share it as well. You may or may not be able to see it clearly, but you'll have a look at the 12-month goal photo that we're going to share. In the business plan at the end of it, we get you to write down your 5 goals for the year, right? 5 goals. Don't write down tons and tons of goals. You will just be overwhelmed and you will achieve nothing. It doesn't mean that you can't have more than 5. It just means once something's done, you'll take it away and put something new in, right? Now, the other thing with goals, and if you've done my business plan, this template, this page here, your 12-month goals, a lot of people within your business should have this template, but it should have their goals on it, right? They shouldn't have your goals on their template. Now, with the business plan, you'll know that we go through opportunities and vulnerabilities. Now, the vulnerabilities are the things that will kill your business the fastest. Remember Alex Hormozi, if you think about it, if you avoid everything that will kill your business the fastest, like the plague, by definition, you will never go out of business. You need to tackle those hairy, ugly goals. The easy goals you need to give to someone else. Us humans like success, right? So we tackle the easy ones, but they shouldn't be your goals. As the business owner, make sure you have got your hairy, ugly goals in here, okay? And that someone else has got this sheet of paper with the easy goals. Okay, so that's step 1. Write down your top 5 goals that will kill your business the fastest. Then what you need to do is you need to fill out this 90-day section here, 90-day goals. Okay, so in your 90-day goals here, you might have that, okay, let's start here. In year 1, so in year 1, you want to grow your profits by 300K, right? So in year 1, you write 300K increase in profits. And you've worked out to get, these are just made up numbers, totally made up. To get 300K, you need 100 clients, right? That's what you need. And see how we're getting granular and we're collecting data? So you've worked out you need 100 new clients in a 12-month period. And you might go Q1, because 90 days, right? So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And this is a total of 100. In the first quarter, I'm only going to get 10 new clients, then 20, then 30, then 40. It's going to pick up momentum. So this is quarter 1. So in here, in the 90 days, I need to get 300K of profit for the year, but I am going to get, in 90 days, I need to achieve that, I need 10 new clients. That's the goal there. Now, how do I get 10 new clients? I know for my business, how I get this made up business, how I can get 10 new clients is from social media. I just know that, right? So, and I need to do 3 posts a day. So you put in here, action required is you need to do 3 social media posts per day. And you also work out to get 10 new clients, I need to do 1 networking event per week, right? So you put that down. And who will be doing this? That will be your name. If these were easy goals, it will have someone else's name. And then you put the date. And I want you to put the weekly date because you're going to check this weekly. Because you need to check. So this is the 1st of April 2026. So on the 7th of April 2026, you're going to check that you have done this action. And then you're going to update it to change the date to the next week. And so on and so forth. And then once that becomes a habit and you're doing it, you can replace this action with something else. It doesn't mean you won't stop doing the social media posts. You've already created the habit. And now you're going to look at another action, right? So this is really important. So what you need to do is you need to put people's names and dates around it and really bring those dates forward and check in. And if it's working, just revise the dates, okay? So that comes down to this point here. Continuously make it happen, right? So continuously bring out this piece of paper weekly. Check in, is it working? Update it if you need to. Keep moving forward. Once you have nailed 3 social media posts a day and it's a habit now, replace it with something else. If it is not working, fail fast, but give it enough time to know it's not working, right? Because you might be rubbish at social media posts and you just might find a get out of free jail card and go, oh, it's not working, so you don't have to do it, but you haven't given it enough time, right? If you want a 6-pack, you're not going to get them by 10 sit-ups, right? You're going to need to do a lot, but you might hate doing sit-ups and go, oh, I'm not getting a 6-pack, I'm going to give up. No, be honest with yourself, fail fast, but make sure you've given yourself enough time and you're not just saying it's failing because you don't like it, right? So reps equal success as well. So these two, you need to fail fast, but don't quit too easy either. That's a bit of a balancing act, that one. Now, the section I actually really love. This is goals often fail because people's behavior, right? People's behavior and their habits, right? That's why the goals fail. Not because the goals were rubbish. Have I chopped off my head? No, I'm still on camera. So I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to make sure your goals come to fruition, right? So free up your time so you have time to do your goals, right? Give the easy goals to someone else and you're going to tackle the hard goals. But make sure you give yourself enough time to achieve things. Now, I like the book. Oh, I love this book. Can you see that? Unreasonable Hospitality, right? And in here, Will talks about his dad and his intentionality, right? His calendar. Everything he does with intention. So if you've got clear goals, make sure you schedule when you are going to do things. And I get a lot of clients going, they just feel like this diarizing and being committed to certain things at certain times, they feel controlled. I promise you, you will be less controlled. So what I use is, you know, the typical calendar looks like this. Can you see that? A typical calendar looks like this. I prefer this one here. Now what I do, for example, is I need to get my hair done probably more than once a month, but it's done once a month because I can't stand my grace. So I book in for the whole 12 months my hairdressing appointment. Then it's giving me more mental freedom back because I don't constantly think, oh, I've still got to book that hairdressing appointment. Oh, I've got to book that hairdressing appointment. It's giving me more mental freedom and time back because I'm not continuously thinking about it, right? So if you've got a day that you need to do your social media posts, you might do a month's worth every Thursday and you put down social media posts here and nothing is going to deviate from that, right? You are going to stay accountable. So things I want to talk about here is not going to control you. It is going to be the opposite. It is going to give you more time back because you're going to stop floundering around, right? You go, at this point of the day, I'm going to do social media. At this point of the day, I'm going to read my emails. And that's something I've also learned with emails. If you read your emails and you've blocked out that time, do it then. Don't leave it in your inbox so you can read it a third, a fourth, a fifth time. Read it once and action it. This is what I've learned with being really intentional with my time. It makes me really focused on that particular piece of time. Like I used to be a bad sleeper, for example, but I've gone and I would just think about things. I've gone at this point of time, from this amount, this time here to this time here, I just need to sleep. I don't need to think about X, Y, Z because I'm going to deal with that in that time I've allotted to it, right? When I'm with my kids now, I'm not thinking about work because I've allotted work in that other time. So I'm really deliberate and I'm really focused on what I'm doing in that time. And when I'm not in that time slot, I don't worry about the other things. So it's given me more mental freedom back. It's giving me less time just floundering around, doing things, double handling, doing the same thing multiple times, such as reading an email because I didn't action it the first time. And then I'm just enjoying life more and I'm less stressed because I know right now this is my social media time. Okay, so become really intentional with your time, with your goals. When are you going to do these things? When are you going to do your non-goal things, like spend time with your kids as well? Okay, now, another thing I have learned with goals trying to find the book, Atomic Habits here. Can you see that? Atomic Habits. What I've learned, if you fail to plan and get specific with dates and all that kind of jazz, you're just hoping it will happen. Can you see what he's talking about here? If you don't be specific and put dates and times around things, you're just hoping it will happen. So that's why having the calendar like this, putting things in your diary, it's gonna make things come to fruition, right? All right, this is a good one. Okay, now, if one of your goals is something you hate doing, such as social media, but you know it's the only way it's gonna grow your business. Because remember what I say with social media and just in general, it's hard to sell a secret, right? And you're trying to sell the problem you're solving for your customer. So you're gonna need to probably do social media or LinkedIn, that's social media, whatever. Now, if you hate doing one of your goals, I learned this from granular, is you are going to need to create the habit first before improving a habit that never existed, right? So what I would do if I hated social media is I would make myself every single day do a social media post. You don't need to post it. For 30 days, without fail, at 5 p.m. or whatever time suits you, you do one post and you don't send it to anyone, but you are creating that habit. And then once you've got that habit of creating that one post that didn't go anywhere, then you improve the habit that you now have. It takes about 30 days, right? So create the habit first before improving it. Don't go, I'm gonna do 100 posts all in one day when you hate it. Just create the habit first, right? You get what I'm saying. Practice equals improvement, right? Practice equals improvement, and eventually will get you pretty close to perfection, right? It's like the 6-pack. You are not gonna get a 6-pack with 5 reps, right? You're not gonna get good with social media after your first 5 clippets, right? It's gonna take time. So just get in the habit of doing it, get used to doing it, you will improve, right? And if you're really failing at something, you want to fail fast, but you don't want to quit just because you didn't like it and you haven't given yourself enough time. So it's a bit of a balancing act with that one, failing fast and making sure you do enough reps for perfection, so you get closer to perfection. Okay. Glengarine taught me this one as well. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you're super motivated and others you aren't. That visionary board will help you stay motivated, but motivation still comes and goes. But habits never change, right? I said to my husband quite a few months ago before I went to this talk from Glenn, I'm like, I am never, ever late to a meeting, a client meeting, and I never just don't turn up. But I can't do the same for a gym appointment. Why is that? Because I never created the good habit, right? My working habits have been there for years and years and years. Started back in my days in London, but I've never created that gym habit. And then I go guns blazing, trying to be, I'm gonna do this much exercise. No, I need to create the habit before I try and improve something that doesn't exist. Because motivation comes and goes. Now, the other thing is some goals just need a nudge, right? Now, I did a clip earlier about this. I am on a health kick, right? But I need to collect data to see if my health is improving. And I do it with this scale here. It's measuring a lot of things, but I keep forgetting to do it. So this is not an onerous thing. It's not like social media, I hate doing it. I just keep forgetting. So I need a nudge. That's right, I need a nudge. So do you know what I do? I put it every morning. The first thing I do is brush my teeth, just something I have to do before I even eat, and then I brush it again. So I put this scale right by where my toothbrush and toothpaste sit, right? And then I never forget to do the scale. So if something is just you forget it, give yourself a nudge. I put a repeating calendar reminder. Diary of the CEO talks about bad habits. So if you have a bad habit at work, don't try and just go cold turkey, right? Like I did with wine, I wanted to give up wine for 30 days. And wine was a bad habit. I drink every night, just a glass, maybe 2 glasses, maybe 3 if I'm honest. 3 glasses of wine a night. And instead of going cold turkey, what I did is I created a bad habit with a good one. I would still have a glass of wine, but it would be filled with a herbal tea, right? So Diary of a CEO talks about his dad trying to give up smoking, and he just never succeeded. But what he did is he took all his cigarettes out of the cigarette box and put lollipops in it instead. So when he went to grab his cigarette, he had a lollipop. So don't just try and go cold turkey with bad habits. So think of what are your bad habits stopping your goals, replace them with good habits. Okay, now, can you see this? Becoming the person you want to be, right, with your goals. Who talked about this one? It was Atomic Habits as well. Okay, it was Atomic Habits. He was talking about at a party, say you're a smoker, I've never been a smoker, but just say you're a smoker and someone asks you, do you want a cigarette? And you say, no, I'm trying to quit. What you should say is, I'm not a smoker. Become that person already, right? So if you're rubbish at social media, tell yourself, I'm excellent at social media, right? Become the person already. You know, fake it till you make it. I find a lot of clients' goals aren't coming to fruition because they do a business plan. They do a business plan and it just collects dust, right? So then they don't get the success they want. And why do they not get the success they want? Because they didn't get really granular, measure it, and stay really accountable, right? And they just kick the can down the road. All right, that was a long one, but hopefully a really good one because I think there's a lot of tips and tricks there. Know your numbers, grow your business, right?